Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Alan Wake, continuation of my first playthrough on Uncle Lander. What we have done last time, we started a new chapter. Pretty much ended the game on the finish of the last chapter with what was it? Driving a car. There was like I wouldn't even say a semi-open area of the game, but we were driving a car all the way back to get with Barry, and he was attacked by the birds, and now we had the situation with the kidnapped wife. We have like 2 days to finish the book that we were writing, the manuscript, and we are back here.
Randolph.
We are
I'm
going
the
to meet
manager.
Rose.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
That's interesting. So the little island that we're supposed to
Come
be on
mister.
probably have
I'll
went
take you to
down.
Rose's trailer.
Yeah, I'm looking around if I can get some coffee thermoses. Speaking of coffee thermoses, I mean, it's not really like the game coffee thermos, but I have one over here.
Just follow me.
It's
not
winter. Winter is starting over here when I'm recording. I'm recording this in October, so there's already pretty cold right now. So having a warm drink is always a good idea. Especially when you are doing a long sitting and long recording
Listen,
sessions.
I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
Yeah, I know, dude. Also, previously, Rose got possessed. She got pretty much taken by the old lady, and it's pretty much highlights that the old lady that we have
give
met
me a
at
break,
first.
Mister, can we just get a move on?
The old lady that we have met first in the cafeteria. She might have either a connection or might be the main villain of the story.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Coffee. Yeah, but it's indeed a little bit bizarre seeing a boat like this in the middle of nowhere. Coffee thermos. Someone's playing that Xbox. Anyway, I wonder if I can get such a coffee thermos as a little bit of memory out of this game, because all things considered, regardless of how clunky this game sometimes can be, and of course my lack of skill, I do really like this game. It's really enjoyable. I still have my hesitation when it comes to calling this game either a survival horror or action horror in any way, shape, or form. But it definitely has that.
Better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger,
Barry, I was
drowned
talking.
in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Interesting. I think I only have managed to notice that crazy old lamp lady once in the bar, once in the cafeteria, and the other time was in the police station, but I did not manage to get to talk with her. unfortunately. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, what I was trying to say, because I get highly deconcentrated. Oh yeah, I do enjoy this game, and I think this game is creepy enough and weird enough to
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer.
consider it as a good
mind me asking
Halloween
what you
game,
want with her?
good October
We're
game,
just
or
here to
just
talk
good
to
game
her,
in
pal.
general. So this is where the Rose live, huh? One thing for sure, she could take a little bit better care of the plants. They're kind of dead.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Yeah, she's totally acting very enthusiastic to see Alan,
Hey,
right?
This is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What?
Oh, they got roofied. Yeah, Rose is pretty much constantly under control of that old lady. I mean, look at her eyes. She's just so
Hiding
dead.
my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
But who the hell are you?
I insist.
And I insist on you
Turn the
identifying
lights
yourself.
on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Why so many people and even that entity insists on me on finishing the manuscript?
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So you say. I freaking knew there's gonna be somebody who's gonna have an altar in my name. I freaking knew it's gonna happen. Let me guess, this is the Rose's room, right? Or rather, okay.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Coffee? What's wrong?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
Who wants a
I couldn't
coffee?
work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Yeah, she's pretty much useless.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
And so full of yourself, too. Pages.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Punch him. Punch him awake. Or splash some water on him. That would also be a good idea. Radio time.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know?
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
How can I get that copyright strike? Which, by the way, at least when it comes to the Twitch side, my VOD didn't get muted at all.
Welcome back.
Deckard with the tier 1 so 31 months and 21 month stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Enjoy at reviewing some nice looking emotes. Courtesy of yourself. Happy Spooky October, everyone. Hell yes. Spooky October to me, Spooky October to you, Spooky October to everybody. Let's see what get to the car. Okay. I need to get to the car. Also game. Yeah, it's my very first playthrough. I've never played this game before. Well, besides Thursday. it was the start of my very first playthrough. Already, yeah, I do like it. The only thing that I managed to kind of get to me a little bit is the page that you find that are kind of spoilery in nature. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of intended purpose for them being the way they are, but I think they could be just implemented just slightly different. Besides that, combat, but I think combat is more of my fault that I tend to kind of, wouldn't say that I suck, but I simply I don't know how to fully utilize it yet, so I probably would need a little bit more practice, a little bit more playthroughs with this game. Nope, I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard. I think playing this game with mouse and keyboard is just definitely way better. The other thing that I have disabled is in options I have disabled the auto aim because I think it has one. But then on the other hand, I'm starting to think that auto aim with the current system would not be really a bad idea. But I'm not. I do not really want to use it, you know. The game even if you have disabled auto aim, the bullets, the way you're aiming, the way the bullets are going is already kind of good enough, I think.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Uh-oh.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Triple A!
Suddenly I have done something to the little girl?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I've done something to who?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy on him.
Okay, I'm running. I'm going out of here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm out. I'm out. FBI have found out my freaking Lonely Evening Nights folder. They do not like it, or they simply want more. FBI, open up! Yeah, right. They found out that I'm an avid enjoyer of pineapple on pizza, which I'm not. Actually, I'm allergic to pineapple.
There! Freeze! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
This way! Go! Fan out! Help him! Go down there!
Run! Let me guess. If I'm gonna just stop, they're gonna try to shoot me down. So maybe it's a good idea not to. Run, Forrest, run! Indeed. Boy, I was running. They either wanted me to arrest me for my Lonely Nights folder, or they simply want to have more of that.
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Okay, Paige. There we go. Also, one thing that I have learned from a friend of mine that I didn't really consider a spoiler, because I would not know that if he didn't tell me. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that certain pages are actually locked to the specific difficulty of the game. Which I think it's kind of silly to lock lore things behind the difficulty, but okay. It is what it is. I'm gonna be honest, if I'm gonna like this game enough, I'm definitely gonna play this game on higher difficulties. It is my first playthrough after all. So I'm playing this on easy difficulty to see if I'm gonna like the gameplay, if I'm gonna like the story, if I'm gonna enjoy the game to begin with. And whenever I'm gonna make my decision about the game, then I'm gonna play on high difficulty. Yeah, that's true. They definitely wanted to oh sweet Jesus, they definitely wanted to make a replayability of the game. They want to implement that replayability. But I do not think that hiding a lore like this is basically a good idea. I just don't think like this. I do believe that the entirety of the lore should be available to the player since the day one. If you want to...
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
If you want to implement like New Game Plus, no, not New Game Plus, but if you want to make people to repeat the game, just find a different method, because the game is already good for what it is. Remedy, they made Max Payne 1 and 2. Nice. I didn't know that they made Max Payne. I knew that they made... Oh god. I'm probably dead. Yep. I want to hide behind the rock. I knew that they made Quantum Break and then made Control, which I think I'm gonna get myself a Control and just play it maybe next year.
You on the ground. Hold it right
No,
there.
don't shoot me.
There's nowhere to run.
Don't shoot my hand. Don't shoot my hand. I want to keep on writing. Which, when it comes to Quantum Break, I'm gonna avoid that game like fire. Quantum Break is just not my type of game. It feels like it's too annoying. Control, on the other hand, I've seen other friends of mine playing it, and it seems to be pretty alright. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm simply gonna give it a good go. I'm gonna give it a try. Control has had a really disappointing ending. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. Can I use this? Yes, I can. think that's the maximum zoom. There's a gas station that we've been there pretty much early into the playthrough. Don't seem like I see anything on the main road. I don't think I see anything on top of the mountain. And if I'm gonna follow the road, there's still kinda nothing. Maybe the scope over there was to simply see the helicopter crashing, and I simply missed it, which, frankly, that's probably what is gonna... Coffee? Anybody want some coffee? I got some coffee. I have collected so far 25 coffee thermoses.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Regarding the game list in the Marathon channel near DC, is that a list? Yeah. When it comes to the game, I'm gonna try to make them in order. Unless somebody is gonna like donate to the donation goal, which right now it's $25 for the Alien Isolation, then the donation game is gonna take priority. Over. We already got 2 games to play. We're gonna play I Am Not Human, and we're gonna play Doom 3 BFG Edition. And after the Doom 3 BFG Edition, we're gonna do Dino Crisis. I'm honestly still being very hesitant about Tormented Souls, because I'm gonna be honest, as I don't know, man. I played through that game once.
The broadcast tower in the distance
I liked
was part
it,
of the local radio station.
but I also
Maine
did not
seemed like a
really
decent
like
guy.
it that
Perhaps he
much.
could
You
give me
know,
directions to
it's
the
kind of a
coal mine.
weird mix. It pretty much for an indie project. Tormented Souls did excellent, but as something that I would like to grab and play again, not really sure. Reach the radio
Unnatural
station.
shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Yep. We need to grab a... Oh, coffee. Anybody want some coffee? I got some coffee. I got a fresh pot of coffee. I actually watched that meme today. I decided not to implement it as a green screen effect, a little thing. Now we're gaming. Now we're gaming with coffee. I'd say to kind of not really implement it if I can pull a reference myself every single time I see it, you know? I actually watched that meme today. And the dude that was actually doing like it's just simply funny. It's actually pretty amazing how 7-year-old meme.
There was no power to the searchlight.
No power, huh? Well, there should be some fuel in that generator, right? Hopefully. There you go. Yeah, don't step on that wire. I don't trust that wire. We're gonna get gaming when we're gonna get some... When I'm gonna get some guns again. There's one thing about Alan Wake. It loves to disarm you only to give you weapons again in 5 minutes. It's I don't know what's the purpose of that. I wouldn't say that necessarily disagree. I just find it a little bit annoying that I'm getting my busy weapons taken away all the time. It's that artificial sense of unease that I cannot defend myself, when in reality it's just the game is gonna give me a weapon regardless. Hello. Hello, light. And 5 batteries. I don't remember since it's been a while since you played. Yeah, that's fair enough. I've also noticed that this game does not really have a lot of puzzles in it, which, as somebody who is not really great at solving puzzles in general, I do not mind it. Yeah, the battery's self-recharging, so I don't need to... I don't even need to do anything about that.
Recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
Flashbangs.
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over.
Okay, we don't have the revolver yet.
Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
I don't think that Team 2 is gonna answer to you anytime soon. Yeah, not even in the police vehicle. Okay, so I know that the path is over there, but I want to check what's on the in the surrounding area, just in case I'm gonna find something of interest, like the coffee thermos, which is pretty much essential. Yeah, middle mouse to throw a flashbang. It's probably gonna be very useful against like huge amounts of enemies. Whoops. Well, did I manage to dodge that one? I don't think I understand. I cannot really do much. I cannot really throw. Also, they have to contact with the enemy. I see. I see. I see. For a second, I thought that the flashbangs just need to explode. No, no, no. I can basically consider that as a little bit of a Molotov. Like I basically need the weapon itself need to make a contact. Yeah, the weapon itself, the range and the weapon itself need to make a contact with an enemy for it to be most effective. And I already have wasted a couple of flashbangs just now, so... So I'm not sure if I'm doing such a great job. Yeah, just allow enemy to get a little bit closer. Yeah, give me that. Give me them goodies. My job is to survive. That's right. That's right. Ooh, batteries. Hello.
And here's another call. You're on KBF-FM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Time to run. Avoid the copyright. Okay, I see a page to the right. A spoiler page. Nah, that's okay, that's okay. I kind of wanted for them to, all of them to like group in. I guess I have no other choice. Yeah, you guys are too smart. Just saying, these guys are too smart. And also, if there's a one thing that I can definitely say, AI is super aggressive. And I mean super aggressive. Which definitely can make it more interesting and more exhilarating. Don't get me wrong. But it also can make it more annoying when you have like no chance to have like a little bit of a break or making a little bit of a distance between yourself and the enemy. Yeah, see, that's the problem. That is my problem. Like when there is more than one enemy and we're getting into some form of serious ambush, there can be just too many of these guys and you're just not gonna have enough time to react or have a break to basically think about what you need to do. Just constant pressure. Well, I ran out of flashbangs because I wanted to explore. Yep, I need to run. I have nothing to defend. Yeah, like, look at the fucking speed on these guys. It's a little bit insane. I couldn't even, bro. Oh, that is so dumb. I couldn't defend myself. I barely can see when they are attacking. It's always one guy that stays alive, huh? Like, how could I defend myself from that? It's ridiculous. Like, give me a chance, or I don't know, allow me to sprint instead of constantly making the jumping animation when I press shift. That would be great. Huh. And what if I'm gonna go this way? Because obviously the game tells me this is the way. This is the way to the light. And what if I'm gonna go this way? Am I gonna get ambushed again? Because this is where the police is. Which means I could get some supplies from that. Or not. Or yes. Okay, 3 flashbangs. I'll take that. The more in the more armaments I can get, the better. Okay. No hit run. I don't know if it's possible. It probably is. I'm gonna be quite fair and honest. I just don't know. I just know. I believe that it would require a lot of practice to do this game no hit, no damage. Okay, so that brought the power back. Trust no one in the dark. Well, no shit. It's a little light over here. Okay, so that's basically a free healing. I see. I see. I mean, right now for me it is not possible, but I think it would be possible after a little bit of training and figure out how the gameplay works. But then again, you also have like the game just hits you out of nowhere like this, and you have no chance of avoiding. So yeah, about that. I do appreciate that the game gives you like an early alarm and gives you warning about that enemies are coming from behind, but enemies are rushing you so freaking much, so freaking fast, that it's just it doesn't really feel like it really matters in the end. Little Greg? Okay, hold on. Will the Greg play over here? No, I have to. Okay, I have a Greg. There we go. It's under Greg 1. No, I don't want to. Boy, ain't he a big boy? He was a big boy, and now he's dead. And this is Greg. Greg is a mascot of the stream. And he's lovely. He likes scratching his belly. And he kind of looks like me, but without a beard. Also, exclamation mark merch.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Hey that boy, what's up? I'm trying to find you. There we go. So I have you on my stream deck. Silent Hill F. Do you enjoy Silent Hill F? Coffee. You want some coffee? I want some coffee.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
To me, Silent Hill F, it's not even a Silent Hill game. It's a Dark Souls game with this Silent Hill written on it, but that is my opinion. Door is locked.
A little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm gonna see if I can talk him into an interview.
Oh, you just told them where I am. You just told them where I am.
You could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
You just told them exactly where I am, and not even intentionally too.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Because it's more running from the coppers. Something is great aside from the combat. Yeah, it was looking It was genuinely looking promising. Like, I wouldn't even mind that the Silent Hill game would be happening in Japan.
I had fallen off so many cliffs, it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Anyway, as I was trying to say... Okay, yeah, I'll take the flares. It's probably my only way to defend myself at this point. As I was trying to say, I don't mind that Silent Hill F is happening in Japan. I really don't mind that. And a matter of fact, let Silent Hill games happen in different locations. That's cool. What is not cool with me is that the game basically is a... Damn it. Okay, how do... pistol. Allow me to pick up the ammo. Game. Oh my god, dude. I could... I love ambushes. I love being ambushed. I love getting ambushed like this, you know?
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop.
Anyway, I'm gonna finish my thoughts about Silent Hill F. Like I said, I don't mind that Silent Hill F happens in Japan. It's cool. It's fine to me. It's not even really that big of a bothersome for me. But the problem is that you have UI of a Dark Souls with 4 items, one of them which are being healed. You have only melee weapons available, and you pretty much have a combat that is highly reliant on dodges and counterattacks, which is pretty much Dark Souls games, Elden Ring, and what's not from Software in pretty much in a short. And I do not approve of that. That's not how Silent Hill works. Silent Hill was always a survival horror. There are only a few instances in which Silent Hill was a totally different game, and those games did not really run very far. I mean, the most recent would be the Silent Hill Ascension, which was pretty much a freaking point and click and make a decision type of fucking game. And then you have Silent Hill, if I recall correctly, Book of Memories, which was basically a failed Diablo copy-paste. And now they are trying to do freaking Elden Ring, Dark Souls copy-paste because they know it's probably gonna sell. It definitely already sold, but that's not a Silent Hill for me. That game could have a totally different title, and it would be way much better. But I think that Silent Hill F basically... It had an idea to be a survival horror with melee weapons only and like limited inventory and anything like this, but it kind of crumbled because of the entire censorship bandwagon started with Australia. You know, everybody just started banning Silent Hill F, so they had to fucking rush some kind of a method to make this game available for everybody again. And they crumbled down, and they basically get themselves subjected instead of simply pushing with what they actually plan to do. Yes, the game was loud. The game was touching a very sensitive topics, but they shouldn't. I don't know, man. It's just I just don't think that Silent Hill F is really that great of a Silent Hill game. It could simply have a different title.
It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Yeah, I don't mind that games like the game that's so widely available would be played in Japan. I didn't mind that. I actually like that idea. I'm never gonna go to Japan myself, probably because I don't ship money, but it would be the closest thing, so I wouldn't mind that. But in my opinion, they also kind of screwed up. They shouldn't just surrender themselves like this. Right, there we go. Where are these assholes? Yeah, you better go. That's one down. Bitch. There we go, now it works. I remember so much the Silent Hill 2R. I think the Silent Hill 2R was also a good game, but basically a lot of people love to shit on it. I love getting hit from behind for no reason. Alright, moving on. More supplies ahead, and probably even more guys that are gonna just spawn right behind me. Dude, how did I knew that?
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
So it's either a revolver or a flashbang available only. Ow. Why that weird difference? Why making that weird difference? Flashbang. I thought the flashbang would be like a, I don't know, a bonus weapon instead of replacing the primary weapon? Odd, but okay. Okay, got a shotgun. Yeah, that's a double barrel. So I can use 2 shots at the same time. To me, Silent Hill is always a survival horror game. I understand that they try to like breach like new things and they try to go for different ways of making Silent Hill, but it's just not gonna work that way. It's just not going to work. Unfortunately, in my opinion. What's gonna happen next? Is we're gonna get a Silent Hill 2D platformer? Because somebody wants to experiment? I mean, come on. I am happy that developers want to experiment, but just... I don't know. I'm gonna move on from that topic. I'm not gonna play Silent Hill F. I'm not even gonna buy it. Because the one I've noticed the gameplay of the game is just being Dark Souls. I just felt it's like not for me. They could do so much better with that, but it is what it is. I hope that other people are gonna enjoy it. I have my reasons to dislike that game. Some people... Recently, I had into discussion on Twitter, which is something that I do not really recommend. But I had into discussion on Twitter with some people that dislike Silent Hill 2. And their reasoning for not liking Silent Hill 2 were pretty much very obscure. But to an extent, a little bit reasonable. Like, an example would be them disliking the game because they removed certain important lines from the game.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
Why would she say it so calmly?
But that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow. But she had called me.
Yeah, she have called you and she sounded very, very calm. Cooperate with the kidnappers. Please, my dear husband. I am not Alexa. or any other ChatGPT type bot reading this message. It basically felt very weird, the entire connection. But then again, this entire game is weird, but it's a weird in a good way. It's a likable weird. Very likable weird. Because there's definitely a lot of references to the Twilight Zone with the TV shows that you can see. The entire theme of the game kinda... It kinda screams Twin Peaks. Tosser. Where are you? You know, and I basically like it. I enjoy it for what it is.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
And you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing that we're gonna get ad break. At least on Twitch, we're gonna get ad break in about 30 seconds. That being said, people of Twitch, I'm gonna play some clips in the meantime while the ad break is gonna play through. People of YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you did, like, share, subscribe, ring a bell, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Alan Wake.